Hello, welcome to another video from Avenue X looking at Chinese ramen in the past week. And today we are finally outside and we are at a place called Baixiangjie, White Elephant Street. Back in the 1920s and 30s, this was the place that's most fashionable and buzzing with businesses in Chongqing due to the fact that a lot of foreign embassies, trade centers, basically buildings built by foreigners. It is by the river, just a couple of steps away from a viewing platform of the Yangtze River. As we're walking, we're gonna talk about this week's Chinese drama news. Now, obviously, this place is actually rebuilt. It's not really the historical place. As you can see, it's pretty new. It's kind of based on the architecture style of the time, but it did get renovated, gentrified by developers these days. And as you can see, not many places actually have businesses. I have switched the camera, and as I walk towards the river, you'll see immediately it's a typical foggy day of Chongqing. These four buildings are very iconic these days. We're looking at the Yangtze River, and over the river, the south of the old Chongqing city, and mountains. If you can see the mountains behind, those were the famous South Mountains. Very quickly start with dramas. I have finished watching 九重子 and then the second season of 猎罪图鉴. I'm okay with both dramas. I think I'm more satisfied with 九重子. Towards the end, they really did a very good job of making it work for the ending and not crashing. As for Under the Skin, I have complicated feelings. It's not exactly bad, but it's just, I wish it could be a lot better. And if I have time, later I'll make specific videos on them. And then let's start talking about dramas that are airing or will start airing very soon. First, on Christmas Eve, we've had a really interesting drama airdropping on Youku. It is a 16 episode short contemporary drama. It is what we call BL, Thirst Trap. The returning or, really, that's its exact meaning. But the English translation, I think, is called The Way Home. A story about two young men. They're not really, I think, biologically related, sort of still cousins in a way. The older guy who has left his family coming back after 8 years, and the younger guy is now in high school. And it's led by Ma Boquan and Zhang Kangle. Although I'm not super familiar with either of them, I definitely have seen them in other dramas before. It didn't do any promotion, it just airdropped, and immediately people start to talk about it because, you know, these days BL is pretty much banned in China, and this is not really BL, but it's kind of trying to sell it at that angle, and there's a lot of things going on about it that I'm not very aware of. I just sort of noticed it and noticed a lot of people were really excited about it and didn't understand why. So anyway, I went in and checked out a couple of episodes. I'm not gonna continue watching it. First is these two young guys, they're not very good at acting, honestly speaking. So it's very hard to get any engaging performances from them. And honestly, I'm not impressed after episode 2. I think I've watched. Second, it has extremely smooth skin and whitened skin color and just brightened look. They kind of made it too bright for my eyes to keep watching it. I don't see the point of skin smoothing and brightening these two guys who are both very young, so it just looks ridiculous to my eyes, so I can't continue watching. And the other thing is, it has this overblown sort of importance of the ancestral shrines and temples, which is a huge thing, honestly, in the south of China, not where I'm from, very south of China, where the drama is shot and where the story is set. So boys over girls type of region in China, honestly, and it has just not a very good reputation, okay? And this drama features a very heavy element of that ancestral worshipping, urge of reproduction and carrying on the family name and all the sort of like, yeah, I'm not a fan of that, okay? And this drama already is too 祠堂 heavy and I can't deal with it, so I'm not gonna continue watching it. I just wanna let you know it exists. If you're curious, you can check it out. At the end of the day, the acting is not good enough, and that kind of blows everything. One day after Christmas, on the 26th, we have a 迷雾剧场爱奇艺 drama that also kind of airdropped, and it's called 风中的火焰, literally means flame in the wind, but the official title right now on their poster is Let Wind Goes By. I think that's wrong grammatically, right? You shouldn't do goes, it should be go. So I did tag them on my Weibo, but I don't think they're gonna actually be able to catch my post. This is 迷雾剧场's crime case breaking mystery thriller drama, 24 episodes featuring many very well-known Chinese actors such as Wang Jingchun. Okay, it has him, so you know it's a proper drama. Yang Caiyu, Jiang Qiming, and then Huang Chengcheng. And I've watched the first 4 episodes already of this case-breaking drama that's set in 1994 up to 2004. I think up to this point, among all the dramas I've seen this year from Chinese Dramaland, best contemporary crime case-breaking thriller drama. Now, it's 24 episodes, and we've only seen 4 episodes. There's high likelihood of things crashing because it's of that genre. Honestly, this is the hardest genre to do, and often it happens. Even with really great actors like we have in this drama, so I cannot say it's guaranteed gonna be a success. I'll keep watching it. If it did get worse, I'll also let you know. I'm just trying to walk in regions where it doesn't have construction noises, but it has ads. People just reading ads out constantly. There is a drama that has just announced. It's gonna go live on the 29th. And it's gonna show up on both Tencent and iQIYI at the same time. It's a 40 episodes contemporary business war type of drama, and it's gonna be led by a lot of familiar faces such as Tan Zhuo, Gao Ye, Liu Yujun, Lin Yusheng. If you've watched enough Chinese drama, you know usually what type of dramas in which they show up and what kind of stories it would be. It's called 蔷薇风暴, Storm of Roses. As far as I know, that would be the latest going live drama of 2024. And obviously on the 28th, we're gonna get the Guardians of Dafeng, and we'll see how that one does. Then we do have one more drama that got scheduled into next year. It's gonna go live on January the 2nd. Youku, 40 episodes again. And it's one of those oldest genres that Youku does. Guess what? Period idol fantasy drama, 千朵桃花一世开, the blossoming love. Now I think after the word love, we need to censor the word blossom. How many blossom have we had already? Nobody really remembers which drama has which blossom in it. And this is the drama that's led by Zhang Bingbing and Sun Zhenyi, and fantasy idol period drama. What else can I say? Let's wait and see if it's watchable. Then we have some wrapped and also licensed drama, so let's briefly talk about them. First, we have a period drama that has just wrapped a couple of days ago called 艳遇永安, and the English name is Yummy Yummy Yummy. And this is a Tang Dynasty setting period drama with overall very light-hearted vibe. And I guess the most noticeable thing about this drama is it is led by Li Yunrui and Wang Yinglu. Thanks to Blossom 九重子, he's now the hottest guy in Dramaland, young guy right now, okay, like December 2024. Everybody who's involved in this drama who is, well, like waiting for money to come in is secretly laughing and being really happy. Just as we're wrapping, our male lead kind of like jumped up a level of popularity in Dramaland. So we have a good future ahead of us. Let's hope this drama turns out to be good. Then we have another Tencent period drama that has gotten its license this week, and it's called Sijin. I think I've mentioned it when they started shooting, and it's led by Zhang Wanyi and Jin Tian. Very similar to a lot of Tencent drama you've seen this year, like Rise of Ning, or If You Were the One, led by Zhang Wanyi and other people. And then if you think about Jin Tian, she had that period drama with Feng Shaofeng on Tencent. To mix it together, it kind of would be what this drama will look like, I think. The other drama that has also gotten its license, also from Tencent, sounds a lot more interesting and exciting. It is Shicheng Shanghai Contenders, the drama made by Changxing Chuanmei, which is the company that did Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty. And this drama also features Yang Xuwen. Only this time it's no longer Yang Zhigang, but Wei Zi, a very famous, very veteran Chinese drama actor. And this is a story that's set early last century around Nanyang area, gangsters and police type of story. 49 episodes, but each episode is only 15 minutes. And if you want to only count the minutes, it's pretty much like 16 to 18 episodes long with conventional 45 or so minute per episode thing. I'm curious to see, did they actually specifically design the plot for the 15 minutes section so that every 15 minutes it ends on a type of beat, which is very typical actually of American television series. Previously, when you have it released on television stations, usually you have the commercial break 15 minutes thing. This one would be like the Chinese version. I can't wait to see it because I'm really interested in this company, Changxing. They kind of have their own team of everything, and they have main creatives who have been working together for decades, so they know each other so well, and they can still rely on a very stable sort of workflow to get things done. Not everything is going to touch the ceiling of how good dramas can be in China, but they can guarantee a very high bottom line, and that kind of is already doing a lot better than most of the production companies you have in China right now. Then there is a drama that has just announced. It's basically on the go and on the move. They haven't started shooting, but it will be soon, and this is called Bo E. English title, Hide Games. I think they need to change the title because I don't understand in English what that means. This is a contemporary police drama, anti-drug drama, very typical topic of Chinese drama land. And the cool thing is, the male lead is Huo Jiehua. He hasn't been in a contemporary drama as the definitive lead for a while. I mean, he was a supporting role in 12 Rows, but he barely shows up at the first 2/3 of the drama, and when he shows up, he's kind of like, yeah, he's about to die. And then he does have another drama he shot with Zhu, but that one hasn't released, right? And then it's a more typical contemporary romantic drama, but this one is a police anti-drug drama, so that will be a totally different thing compared to everything he's done pretty much before. And the female lead, guess who that is gonna be? I don't think her path ever crossed before with Huo Jiehua, so it will be interesting to see how that one turns out. Then finally, let's talk about one more thing about television, or not really television, it's more like acting, which is the 3rd season of 演员请就位 from Tencent. Just started shooting, and the panel of judges are Zhang Ziyi, everybody knows, she's super famous. It also includes Chen Kaige. Okay, yeah, I see why they invite him. Guess who will also be there? I'll tell you later. But then the 3rd main judge who's supposed to go through the whole show with them is the French actress Isabelle Huppert. I think that's how you pronounce her name in French, but I don't speak French. Somehow they invited her to come here and be a judge of this ridiculous, just tearing at each other's hair acting competition show. So Tencent is aiming at traffic for sure, and they have like guest judges such as Wu Zhenyu, who is known to just be ruthless, and then they even invited Li Chengru back, which is a Chinese actor, performer, and kind of like his own writer or whatever, and he famously had a lot of beef with Chen Kaige previously in their previous seasons, and it had some epic battle moment that made this show famous between these two guys. So they invited them back together on the show. Producer and director of this show were literally clapping their hands and waiting. 打起来, 打起来, start the fight, and hoping the judges can just like destroy each other. The crazier the stuff that they argue about on the show, the better for the show. And they just started shooting, so I'm thinking maybe fastest is like mid or late January, before Chinese New Year, that this show can start to release, or maybe they will wait till the whole thing finishes and then put it out. Then in that case, it will be Year of Snake. To wrap up with a view of the river, let's quickly talk about film, because we've already been talking about films quite a lot in the last 2 weekly videos. So this week, there's confirmation we've got 2 more competitors in this year's Chinese New Year slot of cinema bloodbath. First is, it's confirmed, like I somehow guessed but didn't guess, the 蛟龙行动, basically the second movie of Operation Red Sea, is gonna join the battle, so the film from Bona. And also we have one more, which is the wuxia film from Xu Ke, famous director who's famous for directing wuxia. This time it is the film version of 射雕英雄传. Lead actor is Xiao Zhan. Lead actress playing Huang Rong would be Zhuang Dafei. I have a feeling that it wouldn't really compete with the other 4 films, because the other 4 films are all sequel to previously super successful film franchise. The Condor Hero story is just way too familiar to every Chinese audience. Everyone knows how the story is gonna go, who are the characters. Then also because it's so well known, you really can't do that much new things on it. So I'm not thinking it's gonna in any way compete with the box office of the other 4 movies. But let's see how well it can do on its own and whether they can make the money back. So these are things I managed to catch for this weekend. That will be the last weekly video we have in 2024, and thank you for sticking with my channel, and also thank myself for actually just made it through without breaking. I'll say an early Happy New Year. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.